I'm recording. Fantastic. This is the Freaky Superstar TV channel. We have got all the AI football stuff. There's the professional introduction for you. And I'm really happy to be doing it because I've been playing this for a long time and watching people play it online and here on YouTube. Oh, I'm sipping a coffee as well. That's so professional of me. So professional of me. I'm going to work on my pronunciation throughout this video and talk to you about what this series is about. On screen right now you can see the logo. There it is. That's the one I'm using. I created that. I created that logo with the aid of something called Midjourney. For all of you who are not aware of all the technical side of AI, I've only just become aware of it myself. So that's what I've been using, and so that I asked for a prompt, and that's what it coughed out a number of things, and that was the best one of the lot. So there you can see it on the screen. Somebody with a football head, and obviously some, a bit robotic and whatever it is. But here we are for this save, which is based upon, and here's a funky transition for you. Hey, how about that? This man, Johan Cruyff. Well, that's not actually Johan Cruyff at all. It isn't. That again is also AI. If you have a close look at those footballs, they're weird. Those are weird footballs. There is nothing normal about those footballs at all, and that is just the AI version of Cruyff, and that was created using the same thing that created the logo. That's Midjourney, which is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. And I've got the music underneath, which is royalty-free music, so I should be okay, YouTube. Right? No issues. No issues. I hope there's no bloody issues. So who am I? Well, it doesn't matter who I am, does it? Because it's all about the AI. My name's Jason, and hi, how are you? I'd rather not go into it. I'm a bit autistic, so I'd rather not talk about myself. I'd rather ignore me as much as possible. I'd rather get on with the bloody football. So I think we probably should. Now I'm going to bring out I've got a number of things I need to look at. And I've set them up, and I'm doing this all in one go because I don't want to edit. Bloody hell. Apparently that takes a really, really long time. That's why I'm using this Shure SM57 microphone, one of the best in the business, the one the pros use, Just haven't got a pop shield at the moment, but so I'm talking across it. So hopefully that'll be all right too. Any issues with the sound, tell me in the comments and I'll work on it, all right? I won't answer you, but I will address it in a video or, So anyway, let's transition again. Oh, how funky, all right. And this is Sports Club Silvolde in the Netherlands. It's sort of the East Netherlands. It's sort of just northeast of Dortmund, Cologne, that area. I was just playing this. I had this save of Football Manager, and I chose this club sort of randomly. I was just testing out tactics, and I thought, I'll look up where this ground is, have a look at it, and I was astounded because most of them just look like cow fields with a football pitch in the middle of it, and this isn't that different. Because if you were to have a look around the other way, you'll see a field for cows or a bit of farmland. And look at those flags, and the entrance, and the. I just thought it was fantastic. Take a look. I mean, that's not a bad entrance. You'd be happy to go to that football ground. I know some people are obsessed with car parks. I'm not. I don't care. Get the bus. Hire a combi. Get out with your hippie friends and go to the football. Anyway. Silvolde, SP Silvolde. And I'll Here's the another transition. Well, hey, I love that. Right, so that's the club. Those are the tactics. We'll have a look at that in a second. We'll go to the club info first. And I had all this stuff. I was going to play the AI voice and everything. I don't think I'm going to bother because I made a video. You know, this is take 5 of the video, and the original one was me trying to read ChatGPT. Nah, it's crap. And I made another one. There's another version of it still rubbish, and then I decided to do a version with just AI voices. My God, monotone. It's very hard to make them interesting. There is one place where you can get them to be a bit more interesting, but you've got to generate it and all this kind of thing. It's not live. And I've got an intro for that, which you will see when I do the regular videos. It'll be more edited then. But this is not, because I wanted to just talk to you and be myself and be, human. Oddly for an AI series. So, yeah, that's the club, SP Silvolde. Very, very basic. I mean, local reputation. They're poor training facilities, poor youth facilities. Finances are okay, meaning they've got money in the bank. They're not in debt. They've got £2,600. I've got it in euros, keeping it in pounds, just to make it easy. I live in the UK, so you probably judge from the accent. I'm not British, but I do live there. So we've got FSS TV as the manager. It's not. We're just the facilitator. Freaky Superstar TV. That's where you're at. But it's Cruyff. We have got the Cruyff AI that designed the tactic and that we're acting on behalf, and during matches we all consult with it. If we're winning, we just leave it, Anyone's tired, we'll make the executive decisions as far as that's concerned. But when things are getting hard, the old Cruyff bot will step in. We'll say, what do we do? Because let's face it, I grew up in the 70s and 80s in Sydney. And football's not a thing. Not a thing there at all. It was rugby league in the winter and cricket in the summer. Now, maybe if you're a Greek or Italian or Yugoslav, football was the thing. But I'm none of the above. Certainly culturally, I'm not. And so it was rugby league. My dad would not have appreciated anything other than watching the league or the cricket. Australian rules, no. Bloody Victorian game. Sip of coffee to keep me going. Anyway, so there you have it. There's the that's the club. I mean, there's not a lot to say really, because the players were going to be, they're not up to scratch. Maybe one or two of them might make it. They probably won't. And we'll go into the club DNA and all that. I mean, which is really simple. I mean, I've got it written down. I was that bloody clever. I actually wrote it down. Which is technical ability, versatility, and work rate. And I've added in determination, because I think your team will suck without decent determination in your players. That's how you stay in the game. Your heads don't drop. Anyway, this might be the opportune time, because now you've got the basic outline. The chairman loves the club. 1915 amateur. All that stuff. Tactics. There we go. Now this is the AI part. This is the artificial intelligence, because my tactic creating ability is very, very basic. I did create a half decent one, which is not that different to this, because I was playing in the Dutch leagues. It's a 4-3-3. But I just had 3 midfielders, all central midfielders, 1 defensive, 1 support, 1 attack, and then 3 strikers and 1 attacking forward and 2 deep lying forwards, and then flat back 4. And it was all right. Particularly in the lower leagues, it was really, really good, because I had hardly any instructions. They're all, supposedly dumb. And it worked all right. But as soon as I got to League 2, the second tier and the third tier, it started to crumble a little bit, and I didn't know what to do. And in these situations, I can be like a deer in the bloody headlights. I don't want to change. I just persist and just bash my head against the brick wall. But this is really good. I'll go through the idea of the team first. 10 minutes in. That's pretty good for me. So we've got a positive mentality, playing a 4-3-3. No, it's not a 4-1-4-1. It's the GPT-4, right? ChatGPT. That's where I created it. That's where the Cruyff role model is. Cruyff Silvolde 4-3-3. Okay. Not a weird name. Okay, so we're positive in possession. The only things we've changed, playing out of defence to going through the middle and a bit shorter. And working the ball into the box. That's it. Nothing more than that. In transition, counter press, counter. The usual thing on Football Manager, particularly for this iteration. And we are playing FM20. Why? Because ChatGPT, this is the latest version it knows. It doesn't know anything later. If we do anything later, it's guessing. And it would probably get suboptimal results, let's put it that way. And we're taking short kicks and distributing to the centre backs. I could throw it out long. I'm just saying. I think of the goalkeeper's instructions were to short pass, so that's why that's there. And out of possession, high line of engagement, high defensive line, standard width, offside trap, and just pressing more urgently. That's the only changes we've made. We started with a clean slate, by the way. I didn't mention that before. Going back to that. Now, the keeper is a sweeper keeper on support. Oh, broadly, before we even go look at them in any depth, we've got 3 players on defend. Now, really, it should be 2 ball-playing defenders on defend. But I've switched to central defenders because I wanted to take less risks, and I couldn't do it with ball-playing defenders. I wish I could find a way around it. I don't know how to. Maybe you know. But apart from that, and the deep line playmaker is on defence, so again, use shorter passing and not take as many risks. But that would be support. It would only be everybody on support apart from the 2 defenders, which gives you a lot of fluidity. I might even give you the... Nah. I'll save you the Cruyff stuff for the moment. You'll hear from him. You will hear from him during the series. I will make him speak. You will actually hear from the AI at some point. But anyway, we've got a sweeper keeper. Oh, real instructions there. Now the fullbacks. What have I got written here? I've written it down. Makes it easier. Yeah. I mean, they're crossing less. That's the really interesting instruction. They cross less, dribble less, stay wide, and again they're passing short. So it's not the typical thing I would use with fullbacks. Where I'd usually have them on attack and I'd have them crossing very often. No. We have a look at the deal. Let's have a look at it. Come on, let's have a bit of dynamics here. So it's all pretty straightforward for that. See, because if we go to support, it's going to take more risks. So I put it back on defend, and it's take fewer risks, and it's all fine. It holds the position, which is what it wants to do. So that's fine. Now the box to box, they both have the same role. 2 midfielders, both box to box on support, same instructions. Shorter passing, which is what it comes with, but move into channels, and of course it comes with roam from position. So they're both doing that. I wouldn't have thought of that in a million years. Now, what are wingers? But essentially, they're inverted wingers on support, and that's because we want them to cut inside with the ball. If they're wingers, they've got to run right. I can't make them cut inside, so hence inverted wingers. Roaming from position and crossing less often. No other instructions there. That's it. That's the only instructions I've got. The same for both of them. And for the DLF, interestingly, not an attacking forward, but deep lying forward, holding up the ball, Roaming from position though. So we'll get forward a bit, I imagine. Moving into the channels. Yeah, I can see that how that would work. So that's the Football Manager screen. Shall I actually show you some of the Chat GPT? Should I do that? Because it's just being difficult on me. I'll go to I'll set it up now. This is well for that bloody backing music. Otherwise I'd be in trouble, wouldn't I? Here we go. Here we go. Let's have another funky transition. This is ChatGPT. This is what I created. It's moving closer. Oh yeah. All this stuff. This is what I got from the series. It started off, I asked it what type, and I went for the tactical masterclass. And I said, well, what should I do? Introduce the series. That's what I'm doing now. And total football, positional interchangeability, maintaining possession, high pressing, exploiting space, playing out from the back, fluid formations, all wonderful. There's the formation, which you've just seen. This is what we want, is positional interchangeability, maintaining possession, high pressing, exploiting space, playing out from the back, fluid formation, all very good. Key attributes that we were mentioning before, there they are for each position. You can pause it if you want to have a look at it. A lot of off-the-ball stuff. Work rate and off the ball and passing and all this technical stuff, all good, as you'd expect with total football. There's our idea for the scouting. We won't go into that too much right now. Possibly once we've done in the next episode when we look at the players that we've recruited, because again, not looking at the players now, there's no point. And what else did he want? What do you want first? Squad analysis. Okay, squad analysis, it's rubbish. Positional needs, we need all of them. Scouting targets, everybody. Transfer budget and wage structure, we're amateur. Tactical preparation, we'll go into that later. Player development, very hard, we're amateur. Staff evaluation, we haven't got any. So that's easy. And there's a little thing, I'll let him say that in the next episode. Once we've got some players. Okay, it's a great message, I say to him. And all the stuff, the way he wants me to treat the players, which, alright. The best way to make decisions during a match, and we'll see all that. Regular updates, asking for guidance, key moments, context, match analysis. And that's the basis of the AI stuff. We've got the tactic, and then when things get hard, when they're working, leave it. But when things get hard, we go to the AI. And this is ChatGPT 4. Apparently this stuff's intelligent. I can tell you the other version wasn't. It was like a bloody hedgehog. So we asked for the name of the series, and there it is. Cruyff's Total Football Revolution, the SP Silvolde Journey. I think that's pretty damn good. One hit, I think, yeah, it's better than anything I would have come up with, I'm telling you. Come up with something dull. Or weird. Or dull and weird. Anyway. Good title. And most importantly, this is what I've got to do. This is what I've been delegated. I've got the in-game decision making. Yeah, when things get tough, I'm going to turn to the AI. Player communication. Yeah, okay. Team talks and morale. Transfer negotiations. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it'd take forever if I had to ask him about that. Managing staff. There's nothing to do there. Club administration. Very little to do there. Interaction with the media. Yeah, I got to do it. Apparently. So, all right, fine. And this is what we're going to be doing over the period between now and the next episode. I'm going to be recruiting over the next few weeks, signing players that fit the style, key attributes, and focusing on a balanced and versatile squad that can adapt to the total football system. Well, that's easy, isn't it, in the Dutch lower leagues? No problem. Training, yeah, okay. Friendlies, I'll be playing them. I tend to do that in the pre-season. I'll also have mid-season and the odd friendlies that I'll use if there's a gap, which I won't play. But in the pre-season I do. I want to get them up to scratch with a sip of coffee. With their conditioning, I want them to be as close to match fitness as possible, so that we've got ways that we can do that. I also play the under-19s because we haven't got reserves. We've got under-19s or 18s, and I will usually have them play a friendly on a Monday. And any player that hasn't played on the weekend will play in that for 45 minutes at least. So at least we can keep some kind of conditioning up. Okay, team building, yeah. Okay, all the standard stuff that you would do in Football Manager, and the season preparation. Well, I've sort of managed that with the friendlies. And succinctly, that's pretty much it. I should have just gone to this, shouldn't I? Sign players, train the squad, set friendlies, team building, team chemistry, etc., and season preparation. So, stay tuned as we transform SP Silvolde into a team that plays attractive, winning football. Let's make this season one to remember. Well, I couldn't agree more. Should I bring him back? Let's have another look at this, Silvolde. There's home. Isn't that wonderful? Where's Cruyff? Cut to Cruyff. There's the man. He's the man, not me. Thank God. Somebody who actually knows about football is going to be in charge and not me. Another funky transition. And that's it, kids. That's it. 22 minutes just to explain what we're going to do. But we've made it, I'm pleased to say. We're back where we started with the logo. I'll tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. If you've got any comments that you want to make, well then do it, because why not? Tell me your favourite flavour of ice cream, whatever you want. Just to help the channel out, because we're just starting. It's all new. And the next episode will have a lot more AI in it. I've got an intro video, a mid video for half time, and one at the end, which is AI characters, which will involve a whole lot more editing. But the videos tend to make themselves at that point. This one needed a bit more input from me, because the other way I was making the videos just no bloody good, quite frankly, because there was no football in it. There's no football in it. The rest of the videos, apart from the transfer specials at the end of each season, maybe in the middle, depending on what we do. I mean, we'll see how we go. But certainly the transfer specials will, probably be a bit more about me, because the AI is not going to have a lot to do. It's set the ground rules and I'll follow it. But here we go. SP Silvolde, you've seen the team, you've seen the tactics. It's Johan Cruyff. It's going to be great. I'll see you later. I'm going to turn down the volume now.